What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I'm your host, Dre, the Brew Daniels, here with some more news. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone had a very nice weekend. Maybe had a whole bunch of family over. Good for y'all. Back to news. So, is anybody fired up for Blue Beetle? Personally, I'm not. But we got ourselves a very interesting article to go over today. Shout out to Buying in the Comics. Seems like the YouTuber Mr. H Reviews says that this movie he got to see an advanced screening and he enjoyed himself. So I am intrigued. So we're going to jump around this article a bit. I'm going to go and find his quotes and see what the heck he saw and see what he enjoyed about it. Maybe it might be something worth having a little good time at the cinema about. So without further ado, let's jump into his quotes. Okay, let's get started here. Mr. H goes on to say, its vibe is described as late 90s and caters to a younger audience. I'm not sure what he means by that. Because a 90s vibe is not a younger audience vibe. But let's just take it for a grain of salt. Let's hope we're not talking about the Charlie Cox younger audience perception. We'll just take it with a grain of salt and just move forward. Mr. H is taken aback by that, though he believes some will find that endearing. There is nostalgia for that era and films that came out in the middle of it, such as Batman and Robin, Jesus Christ, Spawn, I like that, Crow, City of Angels, I like that too, and even Mystery Men, like it or not, have devoted followers. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess Crow City of Angels is a little niche, but okay, alright, I'll give him that. Mr. H adds aesthetic choices seen in leaked photos makes sense for the target demo. They are bolstered by the idea of family as a central theme. That's nice, which is far from rare in the superhero and action genre. We will see more of that side of Jaime Reyes. Life wended through by Cobra Kai star Zolo Madrina in the lead. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. Okay, so based on what he's seen here, based on what he saw of these leaks and these early screenings, um, he's speaking like this is going to be like a niche 90s-esque experience. Now, granted, I grew up during that time period, and I enjoyed those so well. I like for Batman and Robin, like I can enjoy the fun of the camp, even though those films are bad. I can enjoy the campiness of it. So if it's going down that route of it's dumb but it's fun, I'll take that. All right, let's move on. Jaime is very much the heart of the film, and oh boy, goodness, Maradonina stands out in his performance in such a way that could help him break bigger in Hollywood. However, we meet members of the extended Reyes clan that steal parts of the movie. For instance, Jaime's crazy Uncle Rudy, played by comedian George Lopez, showed up for some comic relief. Oh boy, actually, I kind of like George Lopez. I'll take that. I'll take me some George Lopez. That sounds like fun to me. By the sound of it, a good number of the players try and bring their all, but that can't be said for Susan Sarandon, who plays the central villain, Victoria Cord, whose name is a nod to Blue Beetle #2, Ted Cord. She is considered very generic and part of what's wrong with modern movies and storytelling, adversaries that aren't compelling. Now that I will agree, modern enemies suck. They're not interesting, they're not fun, they're all by the numbers, they're not memorable. The times of great villains like Thanos and Loki and all those other great I guess they're considered modern villains. Those days are dead. Everybody is pretty much Yellow Jacket now. Generic, run-of-the-mill, forgettable garbage. So if that's the case, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. But, it doesn't really move the needle for me. Another drawback, Mr. H says, is the heavy use of CGI lying in wait for the final cut. For him, while he hears the action is good, a lot of money is spent on visual effects, and it is harder and harder to recoup those costs. That's true. Look no further than Avatar 2 and Black Panther Wakanda Forever at Disney for reference. The source added Blue Beetle borrows a lot from the first Iron Man and Leigh Whannell's Upgrade. This is mostly due to the scarab and the AI within it that takes over when the suit is on or in battle mode. But again, they take a kid friendly approach with the material. There's no excessive gore or R rated situations. Okay, I've got no problem with that. I got no problem with it just, being a family film. I think that's good, and I think we still need stuff like that. So that's kind of awesome. As long as it's fun, I don't think I'm gonna have that much of an issue with that. And I like that logo.
Oh,
I like the way the
yeah.
Beetle looks. I think that Beetle looks pretty dope. I'm excited about that design, and I can't wait to actually see what they do with Jaime, with that design. It's pretty cool. Kids and teens should enjoy it. Families might too. More mature audiences will be moderately amused. Mr. H said. What the suit does is reportedly pretty cool, no matter your age. Additionally, there are references to The Flash and Supergirl that set the film in the multiverse. But don't be shocked if these things are cut by next summer. Remember, DC has new sheriffs. So overall, I don't. Well, I doubt this multiverse stuff is. I'm pretty sure that stuff is dead in the water. But Mr. H sounds like he knows what he's talking about when it comes to his reviews. So, and I have a lot of respect for a lot of things that he says because he usually thinks things through. So his synopsis is probably spot on. I'm willing to bet good money that it's spot on. So overall, does this really move the needle for me for Blue Beetle? Not really. I might still check it out. I don't know if I'll go to the cinema to see it, but it seems like they're trying to do something fun, do something entertaining, and granted, that's not happening too often. So you know what? This like Mr. H, he's basically saying that this film is going to be entertaining, and by God, if it's entertaining, that's actually worth some time. So we'll see. We'll see what comes down the coming months down the pipeline. What do you guys think? Does this move the needle for you? Are you excited to see Blue Beetle? Let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to do all those cool YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe. When you subscribe, English, ugh. You subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell alert and share the video. As always, you guys have been awesome. I'll catch you all next time. Also, if you want to support my channel, check out spinwiz.com or download the Spinwiz app and check out my comic series, Trouble. It was written with a lot of love and it was definitely my favorite comic series to write. I've also written it in English and in Spanish, so whatever floats your boat, I got it for you. Thanks again, and check it out.